Yes, people, welcome back to another video. Is this a David Ornstein Bomba? Liverpool make contact with Florian Wirtz's camp to express interest in signing playmaker. If he leaves Bayer Leverkusen and is keen on moving to England, LFC's admiration long-standing, but unclear whether the 22-year-old plans to exit Bayer Leverkusen. Now, we actually have some more information from Paul Joyce. Liverpool admire Wirtz and have been in touch with his camp as they consider options to bolster their creativity. Their interest comes from the expectation that they think he will remain in Germany, should that change, they would pitch for the player. So basically, what's happened is it's not a David Ornstein Bomber, really. Look, Liverpool have got an interest in that. Now, if he is to leave Germany, and that is whether if he is to not go to Bayern Munich or not go to Bayer Leverkusen, Liverpool would jump at the idea to try and sign Florian Wirtz. We also know that Real Madrid actually also have interest in him. I don't think that should be going under the radar either, too. Let's not forget Florian Wirtz only has 2 years left on his Bayer Leverkusen contract. So Bayer Leverkusen are in a situation where 2 years left on your deal. We need to think about, are you going to commit to the long-term future of the club and sign a contract? Are you going to go to Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Liverpool, potentially Real Madrid, any other club, etc.? And if that was to be the case, that he would think about a move to potentially England or whatever, Liverpool would jump on the option of that. We also have, David Ornstein also concreting that as well. Should this emerge as a genuine possibility, the Premier League champions would be ready to explore a deal, and that is why they are one of the clubs in touch with this camp about the situation. So Liverpool clearly have an interest. They clearly want Florian Wirtz. Any football club wants Florian Wirtz, but you don't really get in touch with the representatives in the club if you don't really have any intention of potentially signing the player. Because why would you waste all that time? And apparently there was rumours that his representatives and Florian Wirtz as well was all in England talking to clubs, talking to Manchester City. They went to Blackpool to talk to Liverpool. So there's clearly an indication that Liverpool do have an interest in him. Now, the wage structure wouldn't be a problem. He's on about 60, 70k a week. Liverpool would double or 3 times that for a player caliber of Florian Wirtz. It's about the money of Florian. And people saying that Liverpool have no chance of spending that money. Let's not forget Moises Caicedo. Let's not forget Liverpool broke the British transfer record. That was willing to for Caicedo. They broke the record for a goalkeeper. They broke the record for a centre-back in 75 million for Virgil van Dijk. When the player suits the narrative and they feel like it's worth it in terms of the overall package or what the player brings to the football club, Liverpool tend to act on that. And you've seen Liverpool spend big money before that. We've broken many transfer records. This is not something that's not new. And to automatically dismiss Liverpool will be absolutely madness, because we're talking about the Premier League champions. You're talking about a new era under Arne Slot. He's yet to bring in his own caliber of players. Liverpool might need to go and spend that money on a Florian Wirtz to replace the creativity that Trent Alexander-Arnold possesses and that he's leaving behind. And Florian Wirtz will 100% fill in that. I mean, you look at his stats, for all you stat man, this season 10 goals, 12 assists, last season 11 goals and 11 assists in the Bundesliga. In the Champions League in his first campaign, 6 goals and 1 assist in 9 matches. In the Europa League last season, 4 goals and 4 assists. This guy's a talisman. And He's an absolute baller, man. Even if you've not watched him for week in, week out in the Bundesliga, but you go and watch him in the Champions League or the Europa League, you know the quality that this man can bring to a football club. You saw him at the Euros. He is a quality player, man. And I'd be really intrigued to see how he fits into the Liverpool system, because he would automatically, obviously, start for Liverpool. He will automatically be in that 10 role. But the question I have is, who will drop out the midfield? Would Liverpool potentially change formation? I've seen a couple of people talk about that. You got the likes of Jeremy Frimpong coming into the football club. Could Liverpool be changing their style of play potentially? Because Arne Slot has shown this system he doesn't only have one style of play. His in-game tactics alone, when he makes substitutions, when he makes tactics from the sidelines, that this guy's a tactician and he can make tactical changes to his setup. So what's the changes that he can't do that with his starting 11? 100% that is a factor to take into consideration. But man, I would love Florian Wirtz at Liverpool Football Club for £126 million. You have to sit and think, is that worth breaking the bank? And the answer is yes. Name me a better 10 that what he can do in world football for the age. He is 22 years of age. He would come into your team and he'd be in your team for the next decade. The guy's a Germany international and he's an absolute baller for the absolute price, even with 2 years left on his contract. And there's a reason why Manchester City wants him. There's a reason why Bayern Munich and Real Madrid have interests in this player. And if we can snatch him away potentially from Manchester City, that is a massive, massive thumbs up and a boost, because it shows that Liverpool are actually intent and they actually want to go back to back. When Liverpool won the league last time, we signed Adrian and Harvey Elliott, which respectively, that team was an absolute world-class, world-beaten team, and it was rightly so that you could argue, was there any real changes that you can make to the starting 11? No, but in terms of the bench, yes. And obviously we all know what happened that, not that following season, sorry, by the way, that was when we won the Champions League. And obviously when we won the league, it was Thiago, Jota that we signed, and Tsimikas as well. So Liverpool are 100% going to be in this race for Florian Wirtz, I believe, because I just don't think you meet up with representatives and speak about the player if you don't really have any option of signing him. I'd also keep a look at potentially on someone like a Simons, who could be a cheaper price, and also Bayern Munich have an interest in him. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what Liverpool do this summer in trying to replace that creativity, and also Florian Wirtz as goals. We have lacked for some years now, probably since the Coutinho days, a midfielder that can score goals. Now, McAllister can score a couple of goals, but Florian Wirtz bags you 10 to 20 in all competitions a season, along with his assists. It's along with the other stuff that he does. He's a proper team player in the sense of the way that he can drop back, pick the ball from team, turn on the half turn, release the ball, drive forward, because he's very agile on the ball. So he absolutely would suit Liverpool to a T, and it'll show the rest of the Premier League that Liverpool actually mean business, that they actually want to go and win the Premier League title back to back and try and defend a title. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this story plays out. Obviously, make sure you are smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel. Let me know down below what your thoughts are about Florian Wirtz potentially becoming to Liverpool Football Club this summer with David Ornstein. And the Brown Man, there was rumours earlier today, so it is looking like the interest and the rumours around Florian Wirtz is something to definitely take into consideration. So definitely take it into consideration, and let's hope it's 99% faith, 1% But yeah, we keep cutting out for some reason. But make sure you are smashing the likes, subscribing to the channel. Florian Wirtz. Easy leaving Leverkusen this summer. Guess what?